Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is Shonnie B and we're doing another plan with me video. This is my last week's spread, so I just kind of wanted to show. I actually used my last week's spread more so than I did previous weeks. So, and I think it's because I like the stencils. It was more functional for me. So, we're gonna start fresh for this week coming, last week of August. I'm gonna go ahead and pull these out of here, makes it easier to write. So with this planner, with this spread, I'm going to use stencils because I liked using the stencils last week. It was really helpful. So grab your planner and your drink. I got my water and we're gonna get started. Let's plan our week so we can be productive. So I got some new pens. I don't know if you guys saw my short, but I got some twin tip fine line markers from Hobby Lobby, and I got all these colors. I think they will be good for like coloring and stuff, but I used them in my planner last week and I liked them. I didn't use all of them, but I used like the black and the red, some other little colors. But yeah, so as always, I'm gonna start off with my washi. I did buy some new washi, which if you guys saw my last video, I showed all of the ones I got. I just wanted to switch it up a little bit and also hope that it stuck better onto my pages, but it didn't. Last week's washi is still peeling. So what I did last week was I cut this actually. So I might do the same thing this time. I want to see what it looks like. And this is a pretty washi too. So as much as I like to be functional, I also like the decorative part to it. I just don't want to go all out. I want to be able to like, okay, so my kids took my scissors out of here and I don't feel like going to go grab them at the moment. But anyways, but I want to like, I still like decorating. I just don't want to, I want to make it more functional. Because as you can see, last week I used my planner a lot more than I did with all the stickers and stuff. So, and I also feel like I was being more productive in a sense this week, is whereas I was like making some conscious decisions on like how I spent my time that I did have. Only thing I kind of slacked on was like my YouTube, which is why you guys kind of had I posted a short plan with me video, but I did that mostly because I didn't, last week I did my planner with the stencils, but it was late and I just didn't want to come into my office and set this all up again. Okay, so last week I had some wins, which I think I put on my last spread too, my wins. So I ended up getting some books off of Amazon. I've been practicing my Spanish a little bit, not in person with anybody in particular. I've been on Babbel a little bit more than what I have been lately. See, that's why I split it last week, because this is too bulky. I'm gonna go with it for now. And then I started another book called A Court of Thorns and Roses, which is I think it's pretty popular, but I'm listening to the audio. This is cricket. Okay. Anyways, I'm not physically reading that book, so I'm listening to it, and it's pretty good. And then I got some graded readers. So my thing about learning languages and everything is that I tend to get a lot of resources, but then I don't necessarily use the external resources. So I got some of Ollie Richard's graded readers. I got the audio component already. And so what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start doing some more input. I don't have the confidence, I think. I know a lot, I just don't have the confidence. And when I go out, I don't try to practice it either. Like, I think I went to a food truck yesterday and the lady gave me my food and she didn't speak English, but I didn't really understand anything that she said except for something about making sure I grab my drinks, because they had the drinks in the cooler. And I was like, oh, okay. And so when she gave me my food, I was like, gracias. And she's like, de nada. And then when I went and got my drink, she got a plastic bag. So then I was like, oh, so what she said was she'd get a bag for me to carry my drinks in. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. When I got my drinks, I was like, thank you very much. And she was like, gracias. I was like, gracias. Like, yeah, I don't know. I always tend to revert back to English, even though that's like a real simple you know, thanks or whatever, but I could do more. I could be better. I'm just not confident. So anyway, I think I need to do a lot more reading and listening in the language, and so that is why I got those graded readers. I got the graded readers, and I'm going to start listening to that, the books, and reading along, and then highlighting too in my books. I'm not planning, I was gonna think like, oh, I can just like read it and then maybe give it away, but I'm not gonna give them away. I think I'm gonna keep them, but I'm still gonna like highlight them when I get, you know, as I go through them. And then also I got Verity. So I read a book called Verity by Colleen Hoover. I got the English version. I actually bought the textbook. So when I first read Verity, I read it on, I read it as an ebook. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. It's darn good. So anyway, so she has a new edition of it with a bonus chapter. So I wanted the bonus chapter, but when I bought it, the English version, I thought it had the bonus chapter, but it didn't. So whatever, still got it. I'm still gonna reread it because I wanted to do a book review on it, and you know, just talk about it. Not some, you know, just talk about it. I'm gonna stop calling it a review. I wanted to talk about the book. I like how that cut off. It made it a lot easier than scissors, actually. And so I wanted to talk about a book. So anyway, I bought the Spanish version of the books because I've already read it, so I feel like I would know what's going on. And then as I'm reading it, I can like highlight the phrases and words I don't know, to kind of help my Spanish too. So yeah, so that's my plan. I'm trying to be for real about this whole thing. But I will say, if you're going to use stencils, get a fine tip. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's not going to focus. Get a fine tip pen because it makes it easier to draw within like the little stencils. Like it won't, like it'll go along quick, like easier, I guess, in the line, like when you're tracing it. And then also, Happy Planner, I got this one stencil that has words on it, which I think if you've seen in my other spread, it was, I don't have it pulled out right now, but it had, I did those too close together. It had like the words, you know, the stenciled words, and I don't really care for that because it just looked weird. It looked really weird, so I wouldn't necessarily use the stencil words unless you have like a journal or big enough space or something like that. So these I do my skill building, language learning, and then journaling. I've started journaling. Try to do that every day. And I actually feel good after I journal. Like for some reason I feel like really productive, even if I didn't do much. Like yesterday. Didn't do much yesterday. My kid was sick. But I journaled and I folded clothes and I felt really good. So okay, so these are my little skill building things I want to do every single day and keep track of, kind of like my habit trackers. Last week's spread, I put down like the different areas that I wanted to do each like skill thing. So like I did for skill building, I said either YouTube or Skillshare. That's really small. Let's go up a size. That way I, you know, kind of made like a commitment, like an action plan. got kind of off track last week too with my YouTube videos. This week, this video will post Monday. I think I'm gonna do my plan with me videos, post them on Monday. And then for the week, and then my other videos will probably post on a Wednesday, Thursday, so around there. So my other video that's coming out is going to be a breastfeeding video. I might do a little short video about what I'm reading and stuff. Or maybe I know I said I was gonna do a language update, which I need to, because I haven't done a video on that in a long time. Okay, so try to make shorter video clips. Anyways, what I did was drew a line on each day and put it in my top 3. And I think on the next 2 days and further, I'm gonna space out my squares a little bit more, just so I have room to write, because I tend to write big sometimes. But I like doing a top 3 because if I don't get anything else done, then as long as I get those things done, I will feel like accomplished for the day. So if I don't do anything, I want to be able to get these 3 things done. And then I think another thing that helped me was to write in my wins. So I'm going to do that too. So yeah, so see how nicely it's coming along. So I still have a sticker in a sense, I still have my washi, but I don't have like all the extra stickers and worrying about the colors too much, even though, you know, I use a different color for this. But it's, to me, it feels functional, clean, neat, and ready for me to like write in. Okay, so I went ahead and used this sticker because I want a video to go live on Wednesday. And actually, I'm gonna go ahead and use another sticker because this video I want to go live tomorrow too. So, and then I put these 2 there because even though YouTube was a lot of recording and a lot of editing, like there's still things you can do on the back end of it. And so I'm trying to get organized as far as that goes. But yeah, so anyway, so that's what that's for. And then, you know, that doesn't mean that on Monday and Tuesday these little what my back end on YouTube won't be completed on my top 3. And it's just, I just kind of put it on its own little thing, which maybe I should do that every day, put it on its own little box instead of including it in my top 3. But okay, so this is the first page. I don't have any stickers planned to put out. I was gonna put some people, I might put a people there, but just so y'all can see it better. So I have August, September 2023, my top 3, my posting days, my wins. I have an appointment on this day. This is my currently reading. Inspirational quote, note to self, my skills I want to work on every day this week, and then any goals for the week. And then I wrote August, September 2023, since the week ends in September. And now I just have to do Thursday through Sunday. So as of right now, I don't have any days that I've picked up this weekend. Well, actually, no, I'm going out of town this weekend, so I can't pick up this weekend anyway. But yeah, so I'm just gonna do this one. But I like this too because it goes so much quicker. Like once I set this up, I'm done and I can start filling in my stuff, and it feels so much better. And I think that's another reason why I feel so productive this past week. But yeah, so okay, so let's do this one. So I was thinking about getting a work from home job that doesn't require me to be on the phone. And the only reason why I didn't, or I haven't applied yet, first of all, it doesn't even start until October. And honestly, in October, my youngest kiddo will be, at the end of October, he'll be 6 months. Well, no, he won't be 6 months. Yeah, he will be 6 months. Okay, anyway. So he'll be 6 months or whatever. As of right now, it is difficult for me to even do YouTube and like edit my video and all that jazz. So I couldn't even imagine doing something that required me to produce a certain amount of work in a certain time frame with him right now. And of course it's not nursing related, and it doesn't pay for real. I mean, it's a decent pay for the type of job that it is, but oh, this is a trash day. It's a decent job. I think it's recycling day too. But it's a decent pay, you know, it's not nursing related. It would be cool to do, but you know what? I had some epiphanies, and one of the things, like, yeah, you know, I feel like you should always have a job, regardless of what, you know, something on the side or whatever, you know, multiple streams of income. However, I feel like I also have to be able to like invest in myself, time into myself. So like I'm trying to stay consistent with YouTube and whatever, and stick to my own deadlines that I set for me. And I don't always do that, and so like I'm like, how I can do that with a job, you know? Like I can do that with any other job. I can, you know, do what I have to do, whatever, deadlines, education, everything, a schedule, but I can't do it for myself, which is a problem. So I think instead of trying to get another job, a full-time job at this particular time, I think I'm going to, I don't like the way that house turned out. But anyway, I'm going to try to be more intentional with what I got going on already. So let's see. Oh, I went walking this week, which I liked. I enjoyed it a lot. And then I played soccer, a little soccer, with my son today outside. It was hot as heck, but we got through it. We did a little something. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to start doing some things about this. You know, while he's getting ready to, his soccer season's getting ready to start, I'm like, I'll just train with you, you know, do some agility training in the backyard. Just to get, you know, start to get active. I'm gonna try to clean up my eating, drinking my water, which I'm doing good on water. what else? Oh, so I went to Hobby Lobby. Oh, this is 15 minutes, shoot. I went to Hobby Lobby and I got some blank canvases so I can start doing some canvases to hang around the house. So, but I will do videos about that too. Okay, so this is the final product. As you guys can see, I filled in a few things while I was planning, but I didn't fill everything in. And then I added a little color here and there. It looks a lot neater and cleaner. I like it, and I can't wait to add everything in for the week. Only thing that I wish I would have added that I didn't was probably the kids section, and then that one empty box will have my quote of the week or good phrase or whatever, affirmation. So yeah, here's my spread. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this spread. I hope that you were able to complete your spread for the week, and I will see you guys next week.